My name is Little Buddy here, and if you're new, hello, my name is Little Buddy. And today we're going to be talking about my time at Clementon Park. So you know how when you're a little child and you're really excited of going to the amusement park for the first time because you've never been on a roller coaster before and you've never been to the amusement park, which I think I already said that already. But yeah, these are one of those moments because that was my first and I believe it was my last time that I went to the amusement park. So I believe it was around like when I was about 13 and I just graduated and I was kind of like in the 8th grade ish, and my dad's cousin, he took us, well, it was the summertime and he took us to Clementon Park. Now, which was I think all the way in New Jersey, if I'm correct. Now, we had to gather up all the food, we had to bring family members with us, and it took a very long time because I believe he would stop for gas, and then we would have to wait for the family to come. Now, when they did come, we was on our way. Okay, I was so excited and everything, and it took about, I would say, an hour or longer. It was very long, let's just say that. And I was a little bit bored. I believe my cousin would be singing along and everybody would be singing and stuff, and then half the time we just talk some random stuff. So we get to the park and it was a really long line, and on that day, well, as we was waiting, there was like some dude. It was some dude, and he was complaining that it was too hot, and he just wanted to really get in the park because he was feeling a little bit anxious and tired and stuff. So a couple minutes passed, and this dude fainted from the heat, and I'm just sitting here just confused, like, why did that happen? So the ambulance had to come and they took well, they didn't take him, but they had to just make sure that he was alright, and they had to give him ice and stuff because he fainted on the ground and it was hot. I believe it was about 90 degrees. But anyway, I went into the park and I was so excited. Clementon Park, who would you believe? I mean, I seen it on the commercials, but never in actual life. So now we get to the down and dirty, which is when I went to, well, the first thing that I did was we all had to change our clothes and stuff. And then, so my cousin, I believe he went to where there was like this big giant bucket that was splashing down water. And there was like this little part where you get to slide down a couple of slides. So I went to that. Now, there was like all this water everywhere, and I'm all like, ooh, this is fun. So when I got up there, I got to the slide, and I was right about to slide when all you hear is, I didn't fart, but like, it was like a certain noise that was coming from the slide. So it was hard to slide down. So I turned around and everybody was looking at me like, is she going to slide or what? So I literally had to force myself down the slide, which hurt as ever. And when I finally did slide down, all you saw was all this water at the bottom. And I'm like, really? Really? You're all the way down here when you could have been up there. I was struggling down the slide. Like, come on. So that was really embarrassing. And the other thing that was really embarrassing was when So it was at the end of the day, and we was about to leave. So me and my cousin, and I think my cousin's girlfriend's kids also went along, and we went to the lazy ride. Now, when you get to the lazy ride, you get on this little floaty thing, and you're just on your way. No, on the lazy river, it was completely packed. So you're trying your hardest to float down, not mentioning it, but you're just sitting there floating down, but you have to make sure that you don't bump into anybody, which is even harder. So, as me, my cousin, and my other cousins or whatever, we was floating down really, 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 really slowly, and while we was going down, there was like this waterfall that was coming from like above, and it was splashing down water. So I was heading that direction. Now I did try to swim away, which didn't work at all, and I ended up being just awashed with water, and I couldn't breathe for about 5 minutes. And when I finally got out, I'm not sure how. I think I might have pushed myself out, or somebody might have grabbed me out. My towel was soaking wet, my hair was soaking wet, and I was angry. And till this point, I hated Clementon Park because I could have drowned, and the slides were horrible, and everything else would break down, which made me so mad. It was like, I don't want to come to an amusement park anymore. I think the only ride that I really did like was like the little swing things, and that was cool and stuff. But yeah, those were one of my horrible experiences at Clementon Park. I hope you enjoyed this, and be sure to leave a like, subscribe, whatever you need to do, and I'll see you in the next video.